guys, welcome back to the Matt Chat Podcast. Yours truly, Paul Ciatto, Frank Ciatto, Christopher Shay, Peter O'Rourke. Take it away. Do it. Do some Tai Chi and begin.
Why are you shaking?
That's just me. See this right here?
Physiologic tremors.
Physiologic, that's it. See this right here?
Tremors. Just in case the viewers want to know, that is caused by lightning bolts in his veins. Okay.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
What are you drinking?
Well,
Funny you should ask.
it's funny you should ask. Things that make me want to drink. This happens to be coffee. I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but I have to be honest. Nowadays, it seems like, and again, I'm not a big drinker. I'm just going to say that I drink a couple times a year, have a few pops. But here's the thing: when I do pop up a little bit, I like to get a little silly. I ain't gonna lie.
Pop up and pop off.
But things that make me want to drink, I'm gonna give you the best example. This is probably number one for all men. I walk in the house. I already know I pissed my wife off. I already know I did. I did it from, earlier that day, and it hasn't been rectified. And I walk in, and my wife's just being silent. As soon as I walk in the house and I know my wife or your girl's being silent or your guy's being silent, it's just like, fuck. The whole night is ruined. I may as well just have a pop and get silly by myself.
That's why you need a pop.
That's why I need a pop when my wife, when I walk in and my wife's all fucking quiet.
Why is she
I call that a fucking holiday, bro.
Not a bad.
Valentine's Day?
Oh, you call it?
Which brings us to our topic of the day, perception.
I call that.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, I call that a holiday. I call that great. Because my name's Frank Buck and I don't give a fuck. I go right downstairs in the man cave and what do? Enjoy the silence.
Actually, no, I never really thought of it like that, man. I just
When you
gotta.
have none, you gotta
Dude,
grab
I just
it
have
when you
to
can.
deal with the silliness, and I'm tired of the silliness, and it's just
Well,
like.
define silliness.
Tread carefully. She's watching.
Is it just your wife or?
No. Listen.
Well, I mean,
for women, yes. When I walk in and they're being all quiet, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. It can even be the girls at the front desk. Maybe like when you walk into the office and they're being all silent, and it's just, and I'm walking in and I'm in a good fucking mood. It's just like, ew. It's like, what the fuck? I'm in a good mood. What the fuck? Why isn't everybody else in a good mood? So.
You know what makes me drink?
Let me hear it.
Chris Shay makes me drink.
I make you drink. Well, to be honest.
Then I should have been a drunk for the past fucking 40 years. I'll tell you right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a big drinker until a good buddy of mine really gave it to me good, without me knowing.
Murph?
No, Murph's my boy.
McHale?
Nope, not Rich McHale either.
All Irish names.
No. This guy's a German.
Oh, I'm no German.
What are you? You're a German.
It's fucking Polish.
Are you Polish?
Yeah, vodka,
What the
man.
hell's the matter with you?
I don't know.
Obviously. You called the man something he's not.
We were at war with
Yeah,
each
but
other.
I gotta be honest. I didn't even think Polish people would admit they're Polish. Isn't it? No, don't you remember from back in the 80s? What's the famous Polish invention?
Yeah, the screen
doors in the submarine.
Yeah, I know all that stuff. I get it. Okay, so let's talk about this German guy again that you were talking about.
So this German/Polish guy, he's a good friend of mine. We hang out. We do a lot of things together. And here's the best part. We always support each other in the good times and
the bad. It's like a marriage.
Yes, it's like a marriage, exactly. And when here I am and I put myself out there and I really feel vulnerable.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
And I feel vulnerable.
What's
I need support. You're like a support blanket.
Oh, okay.
No, get away from me. Get away from me.
Sorry. I was wrong, and I was insensitive. And I
Let
support
the
you.
viewers say it.
Well, I have to say, I acknowledge your feelings, and I don't give a shit. No,
I like that.
no.
Go ahead.
All I can say is this. Up until the last episode, I was not a drinker. I am officially a drinker now, Peter. Thank you very much.
The truth hurts sometimes.
And you even got me sweating. I wore these pants to try and make my legs look bigger.
Got a little excited when he hugged you.
I mean, he's got some manly
It
arms.
was a
so
gentle hug.
it's like a brontosaurus hug.
It looked like very warm.
A gentle giant, but yes, a very warm and embracing of it.
I particularly don't, for me, I enjoy a pop myself.
Yeah.
But it's more like, as I've gotten older, I actually kind of like it. Like the taste of it. which is
Ew.
crazy. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
What
noticed
do you
that.
drink?
I tell you, I'm a Corona guy, and I like Blue Moon.
Yeah, but you also used to drink Captain and Coke.
Are you asking me?
No. I've only known you for how long? You drink Captain and
Sounds
Coke
like-
since I remember.
Sounds like you guys are married.
But we're talking about a fucking beer.
Yeah, but
We're not talking about drinking.
You said things you like to drink. You said a
A
Corona, a Blue Moon.
He asked what beer.
No, did you say what beer?
Yes.
Okay, here's the other thing I don't like that would make me want to drink then. If that is the case, and we will have to refer to the tape, but if that is the case, the other thing I don't like is when I'm in the middle of an argument, and I know I'm wrong, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to defend my wrong argument, or if I'm just going to concede
Yep.
and just kind of fade away.
Just to be fair, he messed up your train of thought, Shay.
Good.
You messed up my train. Where's the discipline?
There's a
stick?
first for everything. Oh, right here. Did you want to meet him?
No, I'm good.
Did you want to see him again?
So
Sure.
finish, and just for the record, if you're mentioning Pops and you don't mention Captain and Coke, you're just wrong.
Well, here's the thing. I like Captain and Coke. I've always liked Captain and Coke. I have several versions of it in my home bar. as you know.
Absolutely, you do.
But I don't go. I think the last time I had a Captain and Coke was at a Christmas party. Okay, but other than that, like when I go out, like for a meal, I
Hold
like
on,
to have a pop.
Let's say, for
I even send
example,
pictures of my pops to Murph.
let's say
To
we're
get his
going to
approval.
the strip club.
But we don't go to the strip.
All right, but I'm just saying hypothetically. I know we don't go, but I'm saying hypothetically, what are you ordering? Or let's say we're out with the ladies, and we're going to the CLO, and there's no beer.
Yeah, no, I don't
What are you
drink beer.
ordering?
If I went to the club, I'm not drinking a beer.
Hell no. What are you drinking?
Drink Captain and Coke.
There it is, Captain and Coke, just like I said.
One more time.
Captain and Coke, just like I said.
What are you drinking at the club?
Well, I gotta be honest, I'm gluten free.
Yeah, it's a friggin' vodka and cranberry juice, like a little sissy.
Or I'll drink I'll drink, but it's gotta be. I drink Tito's because it's gluten free. So
Tito's is good. That's a good.
Oh, I love
vodka.
Tito's. No, I go Tito's and I'll go seltzer. Or the first drink, I ain't gonna lie. The first drink I go Tito's and cranberry, just because I can taste the alcohol. The second drink, I'll go Tito's and cranberry. By the third drink, I can go straight Tito's and seltzer water because I'm not tasting shit anymore. I'm all liquored up and I'm having a good time.
Drinking pop.
Drinking pops.
I'm a
baby.
bourbon man.
So not to mention names.
So time out, you're going to the CL Up and you're fucking ordering a bourbon?
Yeah, neat, like a man.
What does that even mean,
It's
neat?
neat, no ice.
Ew.
Word. Room
Yeah.
temperature.
Exactly.
So if you say I want a bourbon dirty, that means there's ice in it?
No, you on the rocks. Is,
All right, that makes
is
sense.
this your first time having a pop?
Dude, I don't drink the man shit. Dude,
It's
you
bourbon?
give me a pina colada and you got my attention.
Bourbon neat,
I'll drink the shit out of some strawberry daiquiris.
bourbon neat, old fashioned, or double IPAs.
Double IPA.
Yeah, hoppy beer.
Yeah,
High
I can't.
ABV.
See, back to the beer thing. I like the hoppy beers now, like Sam Adams.
Oh, I like Sam Adams.
Like Oktoberfest.
I gotta take you down my road.
But I gotta tell you, those thick, like manly beers, I like.
Yeah.
You know, I
I
gotta
like
tell
Do
you.
you drink a
However-
Guinness or no, just because it's
No,
Irish?
I mean, I'll drink a Guinness, but then it takes away my strength for about 40 minutes. So I can't really have too many of those. It's like the Irish fluid going into my system. It's
it rejects it almost.
It's like giving Superman kryptonite, you know. If you give him, if you just show it to him, and get some wheezy little, because
because it's not a lot. Yeah.
And then he cuts his strength back when the sun hits him. Like that's like I like to taste the Guinness, but I'm like, man, don't have too many of these, otherwise you're going to turn into a pile of dust. You can't have that.
Is there any truth to the rumor that
There is no truth to it, Peter, so forget about it. You're not allowed to talk anymore.
I'm listening. Hey, I haven't heard this
You
before.
Peter.
it's not about you, Shay?
All right, fine, you can tell it then.
Not to mention names.
Sure.
But I heard like one of the guys before a major competition was out drinking every day,
Oh boy!
Yeah, it was.
and it didn't work out too well.
Didn't work out too well for him.
Drinking and smoking cigarettes.
Whatever the case may be, it just does not really.
So it's not.
It's not conducive. Yes, it's not
It's not
conducive.
recommended as part of
Yeah.
your
It's
training.
not a
Those aren't
good
the idea.
pre-workout regimen.
Those aren't the
Chris,
ideal
Chris, can you
supplements.
say at the camera?
It's not a recommended pre-workout regimen.
What would be a
What
good?
is-
What
can
would
you
be
say
a
state-
good?
ready?
What am I doing?
Stating what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. Tell us more
Oh,
of
what
your
the
workout.
Okay, I'll tell you some things that are good
How-tos.
pre-workouts. A good pre-workout. Okay,
What do you take for your on leg day?
on a day that I'm gonna do legs, and I don't know how we just jumped topic, but on a day that I'm gonna do my legs, which includes wall sits.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
do waltzes?
No,
Wall sits. Yeah,
Wall
he does
sits.
walls.
I will walk briskly to my car with my arms going like this. And
Speed walking.
speed walking, yes. And then probably I may get up and down from the toilet bowl at least 3 times mid-shitting. That's my leg day. But I do have nice calves.
You running the Zumba classes here?
I do have nice calves.
Says who?
And says myself.
Perception.
Says my wife likes my calves, and so does my mother.
What makes your wife drink?
Just being married to me.
That's,
Well, actually, all joking aside, I know for a fact my wife drinks to like me better. She likes me more when she drinks. And I get it.
is that how she
It's a
made it
numbing
through the
effect.
ceremony?
It's a numbing effect.
Well, no, I sold her a bill of goods before we met. She met my representative. She didn't meet me. Come on now, let's be honest, man. When you first meet a woman, you're not meeting who you really are.
Says who?
Yeah.
Dude, you're meeting our representative. You're meeting us on our best behavior. You're meeting us when we don't eat with shit getting all over ourselves. We don't fart. We don't burp. We don't fucking, bump into her. You're meeting the representative for at least, and ladies, tell me if I'm wrong, you meet our representative for a good 6 months before we start to unravel who we really are, and you can start to go, oh shit. But by that point, hopefully we've knocked you up. We've got you a house. And you're not going anywhere that quickly. And we probably bought you some nice things too.
I think
just so
that-
we can get a little bit of.
Can you?
So
A
now
little-
that we know how, he locked her in.
Yeah, I think to extrapolate a trite bit.
Well, you witnessed it, right?
Yeah, I've witnessed a few phases of it. To be honest with you.
Is this accurate?
And it's not a finite sign. It's science. It applies to him.
It definitely can use some fine tuning here.
I
and
don't.
there.
I think the representative issue is
Totally truth.
not for me.
Not for you, but you're a fucking dude. You're like a what is that expression?
Freak.
Well, yes, but I'm like you're like the white
Anomaly.
An anomaly. Thank you. Yeah, you're an anomaly, dude.
I think it's a Ciatto thing, because I'm the same way.
Come on.
You don't get, I want you to see who I am right off the bat. If you can't fucking
So you
handle
mean to
me-
tell me you pull your dick out and stick it in your girl's ear the first time you go out for dinner?
I'll-
Because that's shit that I do,
So, I'll have you.
but not till like the 6 months
Can
of the
you say
relationship.
that to the camera and stop looking at Frank?
Sorry.
It's because
I remember being way back when, first time I walked into my
This is a good story.
my
Yes.
now wife's, my
Her family.
her family, and I had not met anybody, and walked
This
in.
is fucking great. Now, if this is an Italian household, for the Italians out there, they're going to be able to appreciate this even more.
hang on, let him tell the story. Go ahead.
No, no.
Were you there? Were you there?
I know how to set stories up. You don't understand.
I don't want to interrupt him while he's telling the story. Go ahead. Tell the story.
I know how to set stories up for him. Anybody who's Italian, if some other guy walks into their house and says this, it's gonna be taken differently. So
He's
just-
like the preface in the book.
yes, I am. Thank you.
You know,
I'm the
preface
acknowledgments
page,
and the preface.
Preface.
Yeah.
To dispute his claims, I walked in there, first time meeting her family and telling them all, I'm the fucking boss here. Just so we get that straight.
And who sits at the head of the table? And who sits at the head of the table?
I sit at the table. I'm the fucking boss here.
And he is not lying,
Not lying.
which is why I tell you, he's an anomaly. The average person walks in there with their head kind of sunken. They say hello, they give kisses, they do all
Shoulders
that
back,
stuff.
chest up. This is who I am. Get ready for it. That's all there is to it. So I don't, again, a representative, like I think just to add context, what he's saying is that, of course, like that type of stuff just happens when you're with somebody over a period of time. But from the beginning, I took my dick out from day one and let her know exactly what I'm about.
Okay. Look at the camera and say that, please. And did they respond well?
Yeah,
What
they
happened?
loved it.
Say
To be honest
again.
with you.
It's so
They
true.
laughed and they were like, oh, this guy's crazy, but they loved it. You mean,
They said,
You
oh, this guy's
showed up,
crazy.
And you said those words.
swear to God.
That's exactly what he said.
You said you're head of the household.
Yes.
I said, I'm the fucking boss.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all there is to it.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Paul. I'm interested in dating your daughter, and I'm the fucking boss.
That's how it goes. So like,
And if I was the parent, that would make me drink.
I mean, even to go in a greater context, I remember when as the relationship continued, I said to her, as far as training was concerned, I'm like, don't think it's ever going to stop. Don't think I'm going to ever slow down. As a matter of fact, I'll probably get worse as I get older.
Yeah.
And that conversation happened in my parents' house. And I don't remember which room it was in, but we were talking about it, and I said, this is who I am. So, get used to it.
One of the-
It's not going
What'd
to
she
change.
see in
I
you?
was 28 years old.
One of the first conversations I have with girls usually is, "I'm sorry. Let me get that out of the way now, because somewhere along the lines, I'm going to do something that's going to."
Now that makes sense, dude. I start all my conversations.
But I'm sorry.
I'm just letting you know. Whatever I'm about to do, I don't mean it.
But I'm letting you know who you're getting from the get-go, because it's the same thing with the training. Like, listen, jiu-jitsu's coming before you, whether you like it or not. Because it's health, wealth, and family. If I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of my money. If I can't take care of my money, I can't take care of my family. So I need to take care of myself first, and take care of my wealth, and then take care of my family.
For me, it's sex. The third one is probably family, and then probably sex again.
Because you got to include the wife.
And Paul knows me well. That is my hierarchy.
So,
And
Paul,
I'm
were
really
you
uncomfortable
were
with
you born like this, or were you just like evolved? How did this happen? How did you get
Your
this
father,
mindset?
probably.
What
Is it a
happened?
DNA thing?
What happened as a kid?
I think it's a DNA thing. I think that's the way you were raised.
It's like XY,
I mean, I think
XYASSHOLE.
I've always been this way, and it just got worse, in a good way. You know, as
Not
I got
good.
older. You know, it's
So as a 12-year-old kid, you were like this?
yeah, yes. We were talking.
I remember going to the gym with him the first time.
We were talking last week. It was myself and one of the other doctors, and we were talking about. I got to keep it like really because of HIPAA and stuff.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
And we were talking about like age groups, you know, of certain, what I would consider a man at that age. You know, a particular group of males that were coming in, you know, to the practice and then leaving. And I'm like, man, when I was 25 years old, I was a
bull.
a raging bull.
Yeah.
Like raging bull. Like
A
25.
bulldog on a
pork chop, like raging bull at 25 years old, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like I look at some of these guys come in at that age and like they're soft,
They wearing
they're
skinny jeans.
weak, they're deconditioned physically. They
Talk
got
louder, Paul, 'cause
they're
you're just-
deconditioned physically. They've got their mothers calling to make their fucking appointments. You know, it's like, really? So myself and the other doctor are like, man, we see a lot of that coming in and out of here.
They're soft.
It
I gotta
just-
teach them how to work
But
out.
my point is, to your point, to your point is like, that's who they are. I mean, you want to blame the parents? Okay. But that's who they are.
And
You know, I totally cannot.
I just want to acknowledge something. Put the camera on her
Question,
real quick. Put the
question,
camera on her real
question.
quick. Happy
Question.
anniversary.
Hang on, time out.
Happy anniversary.
Hang out. Time out.
Coffee in there. The pot was flaming hot. Nothing in there.
That's Chris.
Oh, I
That's
don't know
Chris.
how to work that shit. Yeah, told me I
That's
had to
Chris.
clean it. I just
Question.
cleaned it.
It's on the pot. I burned my fingers.
Question: what was the first thing he said to your family when they walked in through the door?
Yes, I told you. I was fucking part of the conversation. I wasn't kidding. And now they've been married 19 years. Bravo. I gotta be honest. Bravo. They got beautiful kids. They got a great house.
Oh my God! Shut up!
You need to rep
I'm the,
first.
sorry, I'm the
Fucking
preface.
shit around on him?
No, I'm the preface. I'm the preface. So I can, I start the story and then you'll finish it.
First off, you were like missing in action.
When?
You got married. You were Mr. Hotshot living in Jersey.
Oh, shit.
Fort Lee.
Oh, that's right,
Oh.
Mr. Hotshot. That's right.
I showed up for the books of Smitty though.
He was too good for Patterson.
That's right.
I used to come and watch movies with you all the time, and her and I would snuggle, and he'd be too manly and sit on the other side of the
Come
couch.
take my seat.
I kept those boys company.
Let me tell you something, and you know that.
You know I love you.
I know you do.
We ran-
Unlike Peter, who just attacks me for no reason.
But besides you weren't trying to burn the place down, you know I love you.
Thank you. I don't know how to work all that stuff. They said, hey, you're the last one to get the coffee. You got to clean it. So I walk in there, I clean it, I just put it in the thing. I don't know if it's still on or not
just
on.
glad-
I witnessed that. They gave you the responsibility because you're the last one to use it.
And what did I
And you
do?
almost put
I
the place down.
graciously took the responsibility, went into the bathroom, cleaned it up nicey nice, and I stuck it back in the thing. I don't know how to use those freaking complicated coffee machines.
On.
Wait, do that again. Do that again.
On.
Holy shit.
That's how you turn it on. How you turn that shit off.
Off.
Oh my God.
So who does that in your house, Chris?
My wife.
Does what?
She turns that shit on and off for me. I don't know how to do that stuff. If I'm not there, my mother will do it.
Well, weren't you just talking about these young guys who can't do anything, like the women in their lives have to do stuff for them?
Dude, I got the nickname Baby Shay for a reason.
Does your wife
Growing
have to
up.
tell you where the on and off button is too?
But dude, you don't understand. I won't even get it. I'll just ask my wife, "Hey, baby, can I get a cup of coffee?" And she'd be like, "All right, give me a second." So I'm not even
1950 in your house.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
it's
100%
1950,
sure where the fucking coffee cups are. They're in one of the cabinets next to the sink. I'm not 100% sure
He
where
knows
they
where
are.
2 fucking places are in his house. No, 3. The
bathroom.
kitchen, the
Yes.
bathroom, and where the TV is.
Hell yeah! And what drawer the potato chips are on.
Right next to the squat rack.
Yeah. Never.
You know something? Another reason I need to drink is because when you got friends like this, you're a drinker.
Who needs enemies?
So,
So
Holy
can you
smokes.
tell us about this fabled Sicilian book of marriage?
oh,
The
dude,
book of Smitty? That's like a
Book
whole
of
episode.
Smitty, I should actually.
We should have a whole episode.
I gotta
Should
be
be a
honest.
whole
All
episode.
joking aside,
I have it in my office.
all joking aside, this is one of
You should have
the
Smitty
best.
come narrate the book of Schmitty.
I'd love to get-
Chaucer, Shakespeare, and Milton have been overshadowed by this book.
I think we're going to actually do the next episode on the Book of Smitty.
I mean,
it'd
it'd be crazy not to.
Read it because you guys will love it.
Dude, it
We'll
is.
read it the whole episode. You at least.
That's all. We can read it and comment on it. We will do. This will be the first ever book review. Book review on the Matt Chat podcast. The Books of Smitty.
The Sicilian Handbook.
Reading club.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Sicilian Handbook.
we're book club now. We are now a book club
Matt Chat-
podcast.
well, we have a Matt Chat book club.
Book club.
The Sicilian Handbook is kind of a cultural handbook.
Yes, it
You
is.
know, it really is. It's a.
So you didn't necessarily write it, you organized it and you kind of
I organized it in my thoughts.
Yes.
Just over a life experience of being raised by that handbook and and utilizing it in my own everyday.
And we also had a buddy who would actually broadcast it every time we went over his house.
Well, then again, there's a difference. That was his handbook that definitely mirrored a lot of the Sicilian
100%.
handbook, but it was. I don't want to take away his thunder.
No.
That is his fucking handbook.
That's his
and
handbook.
it's one of the best ever.
And it's
But-
literally one of the best ever. And if any of you males are out there and you're not sure what to do with your woman, especially if you guys have just met, we talked about this whole. Oh, we shouldn't even talk about this.
No, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna. That's it. I'm not saying
Sounds
another
like
word.
you should give away a free
Oh,
copy with
so
every.
So no hints, huh?
No, dude. When I tell you, this is great. This is great.
Did you
This
read
is
it?
this is must see.
Read it.
Podcast.
He read it at my wedding.
Does he apply it?
I read it at his wedding, and supposedly quote. No, actually, let's just say that I ruined the wedding.
That was great.
It was good. Again, it goes back to what you're saying. Like, again, it's a cultural thing. It's an experience thing. It's in your DNA. You know what I mean? It's like, am I a different level than my father? Sure, absolutely. You know, there's certain things like I think one of the greatest things now with that whole handbook is like, at least in my family, and these guys also part of that and part of these tiddlywinks is getting my father as angry as possible as quickly as possible. Okay, because the entertainment value of
Is
it
so good.
is priceless.
Priceless.
To the point where
Heavily tanned.
the man is heavily tanned.
Yeah.
The man is 68 years old, and
And we'll fight
and we'll
all
fight
three of us at the
any
same time if necessary.
He'll fight anybody. He doesn't care. He still thinks he's 27 years old. Okay, he'll do X, Y, and Z. It's I could tell a quick story about that. So I'm in chiropractic college. So I graduated college. I'm in chiropractic college, and I'm in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I'm living there. And I called home one night. I'll never forget. I was actually using a payphone in the fucking hallway.
Payphones, those are crazy.
I call home, and my brother picks up the phone. Hey, what's going on? Why? Because you're not going to believe it. I'm like, what is it? He goes, we're at dinner tonight. He goes, we're eating dinner. He's like, and Dad thinks he can kick my ass.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
I said, really? I said, what do you mean? So we start fucking dying laughing. He goes, we start talking at the dinner table. I don't know how it came up, whatever. He's like, he brings up you and, you know Dad. And he's like, yeah. He goes, Paul, your brother? He goes, I need a baseball bat. But he goes, baseball bat. I hit him over his fucking head. He looks at my brother and he goes, I remember because I'm doing my brother. My brother showed it to me like he imitated him later on. Because just preface, this was on the phone when I first heard this. He looks at my brother and he goes,
But you.
hey, you, I'll run right through you. Okay? I fucking lose it. We both lose it. He's, can you believe this shit? I go, what? Hey, listen, he can run right through you, I said.
But me, he needs the baseball bat.
But remember, that happened, I was in my 20s, okay? My brother was in his early 20s, whatever the case may be, in our primes, per se. And, but it hasn't changed.
It hasn't
Not
changed.
one fucking bit. All you gotta do is, you just gotta poke him a little bit.
And it's game on, baby.
Which brings us to his final point. The largest contributor to our drinking, family.
Very good.
Correct.
There's no question about that.
100% correct. So, it's there, man. It's something you come up with, and it's something you're exposed to, rather. So there's many types of experiences that make you want to drink a pop. There's no doubt about it, And
To that,
I'm getting kind of thirsty myself.
cheers.
We're gonna wrap it up, guys. Have a great day. Matt Chat Podcast. Paul Ciatto, Frank Ciatto, Chris Shay, Peter Oberk. Bang. Front kick.